Bonjour, Kinamagi Nene Ireland Indishnikas, and welcome to this presentation of the My Math Network. Today's edition, division patterns. Begin with our essential question in chapter 3 is what strategies can be used to divide whole numbers? We have seen a few this week involving everything from manipulatives to the standard algorithm. All right, we're going to begin with the quick check. Oh, if you have a piece of paper, scrap paper, dry erase board, I'd like you to try these 4 problems. I'll ask you to pause the video, do these 4 problems, and then come back and let's see how you did. Go ahead and pause it now. Welcome back, and you see the answers have made their way during the break. 8 goes into 96 12 times, 4 into 84 21 times, 6 goes into 75, 12 remainder 3. That's hilarious to me because I did that problem in my head out loud in the last lesson, which was recorded not all that long ago, in all honesty. And then 4 goes into 16 or 62, 15, remainder 2. All right, so what strategies might you use to divide multiples of 10? Well, if you think back for a moment to multiplication, we went ahead and we'd multiplied the non-zero digits and then moved the zeros. So that might be a good spot to begin our exploration today. During a school fundraiser, Reba's class raised $480, which will be divided evenly between 4 charities. How much will Reba's class donate to each charity? Go ahead and grab myself a dry erase board. And let's do this problem. Got the trusty marker here. And that was 480 divided by 4. So 480 is my dividend. And 4 is my divisor. Start here in the hundreds place because it's the furthest spot to the left. 4 goes into 4 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. I subtract, I get 0. Bring down the 8. 4 goes into 8 twice. 4 times 2 is 8. I subtract, I get 0. I bring down the 0. 4 doesn't go into 0, so I'm going to put it up there. 0 times 4 is 0, following the steps. But what if I had just did this? 4 goes into 48 12 times, and then I bring that 0 there. Basically doing the same thing that I did in multiplication, but a simpler problem. I got the same answer or same quotient. And I had a lot less steps. This is more for the mental math, whereas this is the standard algorithm. Let's see our answer here. Next one, Melissa's family is moving 2,400 miles. They have allowed 4 days to drive to their new home. How many miles do they need to average each day? So let's start with the non-zero digits. How many times does 4 go into 24? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 6 times. So I could start with my annotation tool here by putting a 6. And there are 2 zeros that I need to bring down here. 600 miles a day. And that works. So now we're kind of seeing where we're going to be going with this today. Being able to use patterns, just like we did in multiplication. Let's begin at example basic. That'll be on page 175, packet number lesson 4 here, division patterns. A monarch butterfly can fly 6,400 miles in 3 days. Suppose it flies the same distance each day. How many miles? I can see that I'm going to need my annotation tool here. All right, so the basic non-zero digits was 24 divided by 3. So that 24, all right, so then 240 divided by 3 would be 8 tenths. So now my answer goes from 8 to 80, that's 8 tenths. Now I'm going to just keep adding zeros. There's 1 0, there's 2 zeros. This one is going to be an 8 with 2 zeros. So that's 800s or 800. Now I've got this way zeros, basic, niche, this way. So that means 8,000s because 24 divided by is 8, 3 zeros. And you start to see the pattern that is identical to the multiplication pattern where I still have the correct number of zeros in it. Go ahead and write these in. Which one, and it's asking me to circle which one we are doing on this one, 240 divided by 3. Hopefully your writing utensil is slightly more aesthetically pleasing than my use of the mouse here. That's steps 1 and 2. Again, anytime you find that I'm moving too fast in these videos, feel free to pause while you're writing something down and then restart the video as necessary. Well, don't restart it, but continue. All right, let's go ahead to the next screen. Example niche. A cow eats 900 pounds of hay over a period of 30 days. How many pounds of hay would the cow eat each day? So we are going 900 divided by 30. I'm going to grab my annotation tool for us. 900 divided by 30. H is going to be my quotient. So we have a fact family here for 9 and 3, which is 3 times 3 equals 9, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So I could build off the pattern here. So if 3 times 3 is 9, 30 times 3 is 90. And then 30 times 30 is 900. Because 3 times 3 is 9, and now I have two zeros and 2 zeros. Over here, 90 divided by 30, because I have to have the right number of zeros, is 3, because these two will cancel each other out. And then 900. This one will cancel this one out. There's still 1 left over. So I have 1 there. And one of the things that we used to do when worrying about fractions was draw something like this. And I would end up just kind of crossing out one of the zeros on the top and one of the zeros on the bottom. And I get 90 divided by 3. So in that case, 900. Oh. That's where I matched it up. All right, let's continue on. You see it there, the pattern. Patterns are very important to mathematics. Once you see patterns, things tend to get a little bit easier. Another way, use a pattern in the number of zeros. Cross out, and back to what I was mentioning moments ago, cross out the same number of zeros in both the dividend and divisor. So 900 divided by 30. I cross out 1 here. Cross out 1 there. Now I'm down to 90 divided by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, and I keep that 0. So 900 divided by 30 is 30. Since H equals 30, the cow eats 30 pounds of hay each day. Go ahead and make sure these are written in. All right, let's move on to the next page here. You see the answers here. Let's do this one together. Get the page up for us. And then you'll have an opportunity to practice after that. So first step, find 500 divided by 5 mentally. Well, I need all this. 5 goes into 5 one time, and there are 2 zeros, so about 100. Check my work. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 50 divided by 5 is 10. Notice my balance in the number of zeros. 500. I have a balance for 1 0 and 1 0, 2 zeros and 2 zeros. I could use this to solve the problem if I so chose. This is written in. Is the quotient 48 divided by 6 equal to the quotient 480 divided by 60? Explain. So what do you all think at home? I'm going to show you something. Let's get that drawing tool out. Let's cross out a 0 on each side. So now do I have 48 divided by 6? Yeah, I do. So yes, it will have this, the quotients will be equal. So now we're going to look at the independent practice. I would like you to try each of these. And then when you're ready, resume the video and let's see how you did. Welcome back. Let's check our answers. 8 divided by 2 is 4, and there are 2 zeros, so 400. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 2 zeros, 300. 150 divided by 5, so 15 divided by 5 is 3. 1 0, 30. 14 divided by 7 is 2, with there still being a 0. 450 divided by 9. 45 divided by 9 is 5. Still 1 0. 28 divided by 4 is 7, and there's 1 0. So if you found all of those, you're probably sitting pretty decently into this lesson. Let's try these ones, 11, 12, and 13. Find the unknown. And in this case, the unknown is simply the answer. So you're going to do the same thing that you did on previous problems. So go ahead and pause the video. I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back. Let's see how you did. 18 divided by 3 is 6, and we would have 1 0 left over. This is where it's really helpful. Let's get my annotation tool here to remove the 0. So now I got 18 divided by 3 and 1 0. I got to take away both those zeros. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Over here, I'm going to get rid of my 2 zeros. Remember, because it's in, you have to do it on both sides. Otherwise, it won't get you the right answer. Fact family, 3 times 8 is 24. Try one more here. Group of 10 people bought tickets to a reptile exhibit and paid a total of $130. What was the price of one ticket? How many times is 10 going to 130? Go ahead and remove a 0, and suddenly you have $13. So let's give you practice one after this. I want you to solve this problem. Let me know how you did, and we'll come back and check it out. Pause the video now. Welcome back. Fastest team in a wheelbarrow race traveled 100 meters in 20 seconds. So 100 divided by 20 was 5. So ignition. At this point, I'd like you to go ahead and complete the My Homework page. You'll find that if you have the packet, it'll be page 179 and 180. If you're doing it in the Google Classroom, go ahead and do it there. You do not need to do both. As long as you do one, you're good. There's no real need to do the same problems twice. If you have any questions, reach out to me at mireland@psychchipschool.net or attend our office hours at 2 p.m. Hope you all have a minnow Giza God. Bama P.